Being a pilot, everyone knows that it is a high-paying income. Everything is supposed to be in place, especially money, right? But for me, that wasn't the case. I had nothing, even I can say less than 10,000 ringgit.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the salary of a pilot on average?
At that time, my salary was around 30,000 and I had no saving at all. Even if you have income that much, doesn't mean that everything is in order for you.
What happened back then, right? Because you're making a lot, but then why is it that you have no savings?
When I found out that actually I wasn't intentional with my life, I wasn't intentional with how I spent, not intentionally saving money, not intentionally spending whatever I earn, because I buy nice car, nice house. That is the standard, right? Everyone will expect you to have that car and that house, but actually it's a small decisions that we did not thought of, especially what you buy in your kitchen, what you buy in your wardrobe. Those are all the reflection of you.
Hi everyone, before we kick things off, just want to share with you that we are on a mission to reach out to more people so that they are able to turn their mess into message. And we can't do this without your help. So which is why, right, it will mean a lot to us if you can actually help us to like, subscribe, and even share this episode to people who can benefit from this. And this means a lot and it can help us to create more meaningful episodes like this. So thank you in advance and I'll see you in the episode.
Have you ever feel that you are working very hard to make a high income, but then deep down inside, you still feel that you are financially chaotic? Now, welcome to the Influence Show where influence meets breakthrough. And our next guest here today actually is someone who proved that higher salary doesn't automatically mean financial freedom. Now, she is a pilot, one of the most respected and well-paying job that you can have, and yet she was being found asking herself the same question that many of us will actually ask: where is all my money going? So instead of earning more, she actually did something very unexpected. She started to tidy up her closet. And she actually specializes in this method called the KonMari Method, which is a decluttering philosophy by Marie Kondo that teaches you how to actually declutter and also keep what truly sparks joy and let go of everything else. So most people actually use it to just clean their home, but for this next guest, she used it to transform her finances as well. Within 1 year of applying this method, she actually saved up her first 100K, and right now, she is on a mission to help people to do the same. So she goes from zero to building an audience of 23,000 on her Instagram, showing that how are you able to fix your money, and this has got nothing to do with everything that you earn. And she is also someone that we are incredibly proud of because she is actually one of our own students in our Influence Inner Circle, and watching her grow is something that really makes us very, very happy, right? So today, we're going to speak about this topic: why earning more isn't making you richer, and if you are someone who struggles financially, so this episode is something that will add a lot of value to you as well. So together with me and my partner Wikit, let's welcome Hany on the show. Welcome, Hany.
Hello, thank you for inviting me today.
Hany, okay, so I think that you were once a pilot and you are still right now flying, right? And you have a very stable job, right? So walk us through at that time, why do you actually become a pilot, right? And then you also told us that your saving isn't a lot, even though you're making quite a decent amount, right? So walk us through that journey.
Okay, so being a pilot, everyone knows that it is a high-paying income.
Yes.
We should be, everything is supposed to be in place, especially money. Yes. Right? But for me, that wasn't the case. I had been flying for 10 years, but I had zero. I had nothing, even I can say less than 10,000 ringgit in my bank account.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the salary of a pilot on average?
At that time, my salary was around 30,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had no saving at all. So that was the journey of me. So here's what I'm trying to say is, even if you have income that much, doesn't mean that everything is in order for you.
And what happened back then, right? Because you're making a lot, but then why is it that you have no savings?
Because actually, when I found out that actually I wasn't intentional with my life, I wasn't intentional with how I spent. Maybe I have intention to keep up with the Jonases. That was the intention, but not intentionally saving money, not intentionally spending whatever I earn. So that was the problem with whoever for anyone who earns a lot.
Yeah. So what were you spending back then for mostly?
Mostly. I thought, what I thought is I don't have enough money because I buy nice car, nice house. That is the standard, right? Everyone will expect you to have that car and that house. But actually, it's a small decisions that we did not thought of, especially what you buy in your kitchen, what you buy in your wardrobe. Those are all the reflection of you.
So you are someone where you love to buy nice car, nice house because it proves that you have already made it in life, right?
Exactly, that's for everyone, right? Yeah.
And when did you realize that the struggle comes when you don't have enough saving, and then you start realizing that this is actually not an income problem, but then it's something else? So when did you realize that part?
Of course, I know that I don't have money every month. I'm just living like my money will go off. I mean, I don't have any savings. So by the end of the month, I'll finish up everything. Like, is it even in my bank account, it's like less than 100 ringgit. You know, that kind of life I was living. And I was living on credit cards most of the time. Until one day, I talked to my friend. He is earning like around my figure. Then he had 6 children. And he was telling me he had 500,000 saving.
Wow.
And that is not including his investments and things like that. Then I thought, how can he have that much when I don't have any children. I don't have all those things. I don't have investment. I have nothing. And also I have 0 in my bank account. Then it feels like, oh, it's not about income. It must be something else that I wasn't realize.
And when you know that, right, what did you do to really change the situations?
It wasn't like I really doing something to change situation until I get grounded. So when I get grounded...
During the COVID period, right?
No, this is before COVID.
Okay.
So I got grounded. It means that I'll have pay cut. So my pay cut was like... I'm left with 1/3 of my pay.
Yeah.
So I know I am not going to be able to live because every month that is how much I spend. So I was so worried. So I was trying to sell a lot of things at home because I know I bought it with all my money. Yeah. I should be able to make money, right?
Yep.
So I was thinking of how to sell. So I was searching for where to sell, what to do with all these things. That was my concern. I just want to sell things so that I can leave the next month when I was grounded.
So I just want to talk a little bit about like the mindset part when you're first buying something, right? Because a lot of times when we buy something, we will ask ourselves like, am I able to afford this? And based on my income, like I think that I should be able to afford this. Then only I buy, right? So what was your mindset when it comes to buying behaviors?
For people who earn a lot, we don't think about that. We know we can afford everything. We feel like I can afford. It's okay to spend. Money will come next month. Don't worry. So that kind of life I'm living, including, I would say, I don't know. Yeah, thank God we have credit card. So our credit card is we are always offered with, do you want to increase your limit? That kind of, banks will call it, oh yes, of course. So we live in that situation. I mean, we live in that kind of life. So I never thought of, I'm not going to be able to pay. So I know I'm going to be able to pay, even though it's like installment or whatever, I will be able to. So don't worry about that. Yeah. So just buy.
Now, Hany, you know that, right? A lot of people, they tend to track their saving using app or using spreadsheet, right? Were you also doing that back then?
Not to say I really did it. I had that. I have all those things. I have my journal. It's all written down.
Yep.
But then I did not have any intentional spending. I just spend. I can show you all the spreadsheet. I can show you all the journal, but it has no meaning to me until I found KonMari. Then it has some meaning. Then only I started tracking what I spend on, what to let go and what to keep.
So I think in this segment, we will also talk a little bit on how KonMari actually changed your... So I think that maybe for... How do you actually start tracking differently when you actually have this KonMari coming into your life?
And what is KonMari for people who don't know it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So KonMari method is something that she emphasized on keeping only what spark joy. The emphasis is on what to keep. So what you keep will be something that really have meaning to you, have value to you, and it is something that is worth keeping. So that is the KonMari method philosophy. I mean, what she means on keeping things that spark joy. So, but spark joy, you have to journal it. Like, you have to understand yourself what is spark joy to you. Doesn't mean something that spark joy to you, spark joy to me, right? So that's how KonMari table it out. So for me, how I did it was because I learned about KonMari. So she said, keep only things that spark joy, keep only things that are beneficial for me. So for me, everything has to be some value, it has to benefit me, those kind of things. So that's how I track. That is how also I implement it in my financial. So I only keep. So after I found KonMari, only things that spark joy will stay. Otherwise, I let it go, and that is including my car.
Right. But let's just say, for example, because you say KonMari is a method where you keep only the things that sparks joy. And let's say if I have a Ferrari and it sparks a lot of joy for me, like, should I keep that car?
Yes, of course. If that is really joyful for you, you have to differentiate between joyful and something that you want to show off. Show off, but not joyful is different thing. So like for me, last time it was, I love the car, but it was joyful for me for a moment. Then it wasn't, because it feels like it's a burden because it's an expensive car. So people look at me differently when I drive that car. So sometimes it's joyful when I can drive with the speed, but it's not when I come out from the car and people will like look at me with one kind. So I don't like that feeling. So it feels like, okay, it's okay. It's time to let go. It's okay. I can just drive another car. Yeah.
What car was that, if I can ask?
It's a BMW.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when you say you realize that there are things that spark joy, there are things that doesn't really spark joy. It's just like a comparison, right? So what did you find out about yourself? What really sparks joy for you?
I'm a practical person. So if it's practical for me, then it's okay. And plus, when I learned about KonMari and I've gone through the pay card, it feels like whatever doesn't burden my financial will always spark joy to me. So I learned to let go of things, and I learned to understand what joy means for me.
Yeah, so I think that so KonMari is about finding what creates joy for you, what sparks joy, and then you keep it, and also letting go of the rest, right? So as you do this process, what did you realize was the biggest area of your life that you choose to let go? Or what is the area that you spend a lot and then you don't realize it until KonMari happens?
It's about mindless spending.
Mindless spending. What do you mean by mindless spending?
I don't have any particular things that I really buy. Okay, I used to have a hobby. My hobby was sewing. It's a very conventional, old-fashioned. But I have a sewing machine that is 30,000. I have another sewing machine that is 10,000 ringgit.
Wow.
I have another sewing machine I have many sewing machines that are 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 ringgit. So I have like more than 5 sewing machine.
Wow. So it's worth 50,000 just in sewing machine.
Yeah, this doesn't include the fabrics, all the equipments that I needed. I bought because last time I used to fly everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I collect fabrics from Honolulu, from Australia, from Japan, from Korea, from anywhere you say, I will carry the whole luggage of fabrics. So that's one part of me that I let go. I no longer buy all those things.
So when you say let go, you sold off all this machine?
When I did my KonMari, I wanted to sell off things, but I did not sell at all. I did not sell anything at all.
How's that?
Wow.
I just give it away, thinking that this is something that will benefit others. So I'll just, if my cousin or my family member or my friends ask me about any sewing machine, they will always ask me for advice if I should buy this machine. It's okay, I have one machine, you take. So I'll just give them, including fabrics, those things. So it feels joyful for me to just give and it benefits them.
So you're not supposed to be selling, you're supposed to be giving away? Is that the method?
In KonMari, she doesn't mention that you can sell or not sell.
Okay.
But for me, I believe that when I buy it, it wasn't an intention for me to sell. Everything that we buy, we don't intend to sell, right?
That's true.
So why suddenly when you feel like you want money, you need to sell? So I feel like when I need to let it go intentionally. So I give it to them with the intention that this benefit them, and also one day it will come back to me. So it did with my saving.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really love that. And I think that I once hear about this concept from Ken Honda. It's called arigato money. Right, so it says that actually money have energy, right? So there's two types of money: good money and also bad money. So good money is that when you spend that money, it either makes you happy or it makes people happy. While the, bad money is basically when you spend it, right? So it's not morally right, or even when you make it, it's not morally right, right? So money have energy, and I think Ken Honda actually said this thing is that every time you buy something, after you give that money out, you say arigato money, which is basically in English, thank you money for serving me. And now I'm exchanging this with something that's able to benefit me, right? So when you learn how to develop a good relationship with money, so that's where money flows for you, which I think that relates to what you say as well. It's like when you develop that kind of relationship with money, then eventually it flows back to you.
Yes, that's very right. Because in KonMari Method, also because she's also maybe from Japan, she also said when you let go of things and thank them for the purpose, whatever the purpose is, even if it's on your shelf, collecting dust, it is also the purpose of that thing. So just whenever you let go of things, just say thank you.
And one of the things that I think you also mentioned is that in your journey of learning KonMari within a year, you actually managed to save about 100K, right? Which I think that to a lot of people, even like us, like, it's not very easy to save up 100K for a year.
How did you do that?
Yeah, walk us through the process on how you do that.
Okay, so first of all, I would tell you to declutter. Have you decluttered?
And when you say declutter, like for people who doesn't know what's the meaning of declutter, right? What do you mean by decluttering?
Okay, so first of all, back to the method, back to the philosophy of KonMari, you have to let go of things. The thing is, we always accumulate things at home that doesn't give purpose anymore, doesn't serve you anymore. So first of all, you have to let go of things that doesn't serve you. So for me, that is what I did with my belongings. So initially, it was, of course, when I did KonMari, my intention was to get rid of my physical things. I want to sell off those things. But when you understand the method properly, you learn to let go. So that is what decluttering process is. So now you will see better picture in your home. So when you see the better picture in your home, that will reflect also in your money. Because your home is a reflection of your money. Whatever you accumulate in your home, if you have never thought about this, those are all money, right? So if you reduce the accumulation of those things, maybe you can reduce the spending of your money. So that's how I did, one by one, step by step. Of course, the first year, I wasn't calculating my money. But it just when the next year, after 1 year, I just came back and, I have 100,000. That was the realization that I said, this decluttering method, being intentional with what we do, is actually saving our money, saving our financial, someone who wants financial freedom and things like that. And yes, it gave me financial freedom because I just let go of things. And when I let go, then I be intention not to buy things to accumulate in my home anymore. Because then I realized that, I have, let's say, for example, your clothes. You have 5 white shirts. But most of the time, you buy the same design, same pattern.
Yeah.
So then we know we only need 1. We don't need to have 5. Maybe that each of it costs you 100 ringgit. So that is already 500 ringgit. But if you instead buy only 1, you can save the 400 ringgit and be intention of what you buy and what you bring into your home and only keep what spark joy.
And how often should this be done actually?
There's no rule, but for me, once you have done it properly, the next time you do, maybe in 6 months or 1 year. But for me, after some time, I've been practicing KonMari Method for 10 years. I do this. The first year was like the next 2 years. Then it increases 3 years.
Yep.
When I feel like my home is accumulating things, but it doesn't get accumulated that fast because I am very intentional with my life.
I see.
So it's just like you are tidying up your entire home for the very first time. It takes a longer time. And once you tidy up everything, then you have that intention not to mess up the home, right? And in
Yes.
your case is that you have the intention not to buy new things to add to the house.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and that is also reflects to your financial. Like it took me 100,000 in 1 year. Then the next 100,000 is lesser than that. Then it become faster. That's what intentional life means, and it's also if you do it right, then you can get the result.
So at that time, you just declutter your house and you don't even track your finances. You just remove the things that you feel that's not necessary for you.
Yes, I did not track finances per se, but I declutter my spending as well. So that's also help with my saving.
I see. When you say declutter saving, like what do you mean by that? It's like because not all things purchased has a physical form, right? Some people buy a trip or some people buy something like so. How do you declutter that part?
First of all, you have to know what you want, then be intentional of what you want. So, for example, money that turns into clutter, for example, things that you buy, you can cut those purchases. The money that turns into physical, but money that turns into maybe sometimes a subscription. Subscription we just subscribe, and sometimes we only need it for 1 month, but it's for 1 year. So what happened to the another 11 months, right?
And I think it's because the amount is really small that you don't realize that it's deducting every month.
Yeah, you
right?
don't realize, and it's okay. It's tedious to unsubscribe, right? So it's okay. So it's been 1 year. So for example, you spend 50 ringgit even. For that 1 whole year, it's already 600 ringgit spent.
Yeah.
So that's how it means by decluttering your finances, tracking everything. So you have to be careful. So that's why I said it's always back to mindful, be intentional with what you keep. That's why I only keep things that spark joy.
Yeah, and I think I can resonate with this a lot because I subscribe a lot of things on the internet. Netflix lah, and then AI tools. And one of the things that always happen is that I forgot to claim because some of these are actually company's expenses. And there was one time after not checking properly my finances, right? And then when I throw the credit card bill into the Claude, right? Then Claude tell me that, hey, you actually have 5,000 ringgit not claimed. These are like business expenses. Then I was like, my goodness, how did that happen? And I backtrack. I realized that there's actually a lot more little things that I did not actually claim. So I feel that maybe this is also the reason why I should really start to declutter and to be more mindful about what is actually being charged.
And I think a lot of websites, they have this thing called like free for the first month and then
Alamak.
you cancel for the next month, but you forget to cancel.
Yeah, habis lah.
It's free, and then you don't realize they are charging you.
The
then
next
you just go on.
month, yes.
You go on with life and just pay your credit card. So that those are the small money leaks that you forgot about.
Hey guys, just a moment. So if you have enjoyed our video so far and you have learned something from the video, you know that we are actually on a mission to inspire more lives and to spread our message to even more people out there. And we can't do this without your help. So we would really appreciate it if you haven't subscribed to our video yet or to our channel. So please click on the subscribe button below and to turn on your notification bell as well so that every time we post a video, you will get the first-hand update to it. And we would really appreciate it. So with that being said, thank you in advance and back to the video.
So if let's say I wanted to start to declutter my house, right? So just now you were saying that there's actually a proper way of doing this, right? First of all, for our audience who are actually listening, right? So how they can start? Is it just like just pack everything that is not needed, throw?
Or is there a system?
It's a system,
that you normally use.
So first of all, everyone thought, let's just declutter, go to your closet and declutter.
Yes.
But before that, you have to think through. So that's why I say it's always about intentional.
Yes.
You set your intention. Why are you decluttering? Why do you want to clear your closet? But before you want to clear your closet, you ask also yourself, why are you doing this? Why have you been spending so much? Why are you buying almost the same clothes? For whoever who wants to start, first of all, you ask yourself all these questions. Then only you can start decluttering. Because if you do it people always come back to me and say, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, because you did not do the first work, the first inner work to learn about yourself, you have to know yourself first, then only you do it. Yeah.
Because I think that the biggest mindset that holds people back, right, is that I want to throw this, but I might use it.
Yeah.
And then people stacking.
Yeah, who knows, I might need it. Right?
And I think a lot of our parents that don't throw things because it's going to be a waste, right? You already bought this, right? So how do you overcome that mindset shift?
If you do it right, the initial part is the most difficult part.
Yes.
Because for you to let go things of, you have not learned about yourself yet.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, this is like maybe you need to journal. You will have to journal first before you start. So you write something like, why do you shop? So you go through your clothes. Okay, so the first category for KonMari Method is the clothes. But you don't straight away go to the clothes. So first you ask yourself, you go and check your wardrobe, have a look, just count how many you have, how much have you spent, and then you know roughly average clothes that you have. Maybe you like to buy online the cheap one, or are you the type of person who likes to buy all the branded one? So you journal and you write and get to know yourself. So which one do you actually want to wear? Do you wear the cheap one, or do you wear the expensive one? So you get to know. So again, I will repeat it every time to my students that you have to get to know yourself first. So when you get to know yourself, then only the process of decluttering your closet, your wardrobe will be easier. Then only you have the intent. You have the intentional. Then you know, oh, this is what I need to declutter. Rather than I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And then you feel like, but actually I need it. I might need it one day. So that's also already wrong, right? So first you start to learn about yourself first, get to know yourself, then only you do the decluttering.
So when you learn about yourself, is there a guiding question that you would normally ask for me to answer in a journal? Like what would I normally do in a journal?
The questions that I will always get them to understand themselves. So basically, it's a question that you get to know yourself lah. Why do I buy this? How much have I spent? When do I spend? You spend normally at night, or on your phone, or when you're tired, or when you're during your holiday. So you get to know yourself. This journaling prompt will stop you from purchasing when you be intentional. So when the next time almost the same situation happens to you, so you will stop purchasing, because we accumulate things that we don't require. Actually, it's maybe because we are tired. It maybe because we shop online when the sale. Okay, so but actually you're just buying it, and then when it comes to your house, when it arrives. Actually, I don't like it. Oh, it's okay. Just put it in my closet and then move on with life. So it's accumulating. So now, let you understand yourself first. Ask those kind of questions so that you know when you spend, what you spend on, and then what kind of clothes that you like. Maybe you like the dresses. Maybe you like very formal kind of. You are the formal kind of person. So you just keep thinking who you are and get to know yourself. That's the most important thing. And then you declutter. Then only the process of decluttering starts. Then when you understand yourself already, you will be able to do it properly.
Okay, so first part is on journaling. It's really about understanding ourselves. Like, when does this behavior actually appears, right? Then what's next?
When you completed the journal, you already know about yourself. Then only you can do the decluttering. Yeah, you start declutter. So you just follow the category. KonMari Method has got 5 categories. So you have to start with clothes. That's always the reason you have to start with your wardrobe, because you wear your clothes every day. So that is the closest to you. So that is what you declutter first. Initially, it will be very difficult. But once you do it, after 10 item you learn to let go, you will be able to let go more of it. So that's how you do it step by step.
So one of the categories is wardrobe, right? What's the other 4 categories that we normally
Okay, so you start with your wardrobe. I have my checklist, and I give away my checklist. I told them to do the follow category, but they always like to do, I want to do kitchen first. So it keeps the fundamentals of KonMari Method.
Does it matter, the sequence?
Of course, she created the sequence because it matters. Because it is from you letting go of things. So you learn how to let go. So first will be your wardrobe. So it's closest to you, whatever you wear. So the second is your books. It's difficult for us to let go of books, right?
Oh, books so.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough because for me, I always have that mindset that...
What if I need to refer back, right?
Yes, correct. Or I love to have a collection of books because I know that like, it makes me feel
smart.
smart.
Oh, books also need to declutter.
Yes, books. You need to declutter books, especially for us, like you said, our Asian culture, we don't throw books.
Yeah.
But if you don't, let's say, for example, you have a book, but you have been trying to read it, but you have been trying to complete it. It has been years, but it's still not completed, meaning, does it spark joy to you?
Maybe not.
It's time to let go. So thank you, book. I've read you for 10 pages and you are there. Thank you.
See you.
So let it go with gratitude, and maybe you can give it to library. You can ask anyone who wants this book.
Yeah.
So it will be beneficial for other people. So that is the reason. So the third category is papers. This papers is very tedious if you want to do it one by one. So the general rule is to let go all.
What kind of papers are you referring to?
Papers are...
Documents?
Documents, maybe the course materials, a lot of papers, brochures, maybe manuals, aircon manual, TV manuals, fridge manual.
I keep them all. What if the warranty needs it, right?
So the warranty is only for 1 year, so it has been 5 years, so why do you still keep it? So those are papers that you need to go through. So generally, KonMari says for you to let go everything, only keep the most important thing, like for example, maybe your insurance policy, that is important. So that one will be keep. Your birth certificate. So those are the important things that you need to keep. So otherwise, others should let go because manuals, you can... We only YouTube now, right? We don't read anymore. So so that is the third category, and the fourth category is the komono. Komono is, other than what I mentioned, is komono. Komono is others.
Others.
It's like your kitchen, your toilet, your medication.
Medication.
I have a lot.
Some
people expired.
So better check. And hobbies also falls into komono. So that will be it. And then the last is sentimental. Whatever you feel sentimental, maybe photos. Normally people will put sentimentals like all the mementos, that would be sentimentals. So that would be the last one to let go.
Yeah, I think photos is something that is also a struggle for me. Like especially like in my phone, right? There's like over 10,000 photos, right?
Okay.
What if I need to look at this photo in the future? Right? Yeah, so it's the kind of memories that I wouldn't want to delete.
If something that you don't want to delete, make it spark joy. For example, if you have photos, right, in your phone, do you actually, how long have you not looked at it? When was the last time you looked at it? So ask yourself that kind of question. And then maybe you want to frame it, or maybe you want to make it into booklet, or maybe you want to make it into photo book.
Yeah.
Check back your photos. Maybe you have 10 same photos.
Yeah.
Just delete the ones that not so nice. Keep only one.
Yeah.
So that's how we do for sentimentals, especially for people who printed the generation who printed the photos. We always have that kind of photos, right? And we still keep it. So those are also some things that you need to consider.
So would you say that KonMari Method is about living a minimalist kind of lifestyle?
No, it's not about minimalist. It's being intentional. You can have 1,000 tops if you want.
As long as it sparks joy for you.
Yes. But make sure if you 1,000, you have to wear it. It must be purposeful. So in KonMari Method, it has to be purposeful. Even if you have like 10 pairs of spoon, if you really need 10 pairs, why not? Minimalists are limiting us from having more. In KonMari Method, we are not limiting anyone to have more. It's just that you keep what sparks joy.
Right. And I'm just curious, like, what's the biggest transformation you ever seen in someone after applying the KonMari Method? Whether it's their finance, their mindset, their life, what's the biggest transformation you have ever witnessed?
I have this client who did KonMari. She is a housewife. She just wanted to clear her house. Yeah. So I helped her through. What she did was, the biggest I found about her, she managed to save up money. She managed to cut down 200 ringgit spending every day. So you imagine how much she's been spending all this while, right? So that is money part. And then she also managed to get to know that actually her daughter has got a condition. All this while, it was never in her mind. So she didn't have clarity. When we are cluttered, right?
Yep.
We keep on blaming things. We keep on blaming our environment. We keep on blaming everything
Yeah.
else without looking through what's the real root cause of problem.
Yes.
So then when she had the clarity, when she decluttered, she had the clarity because she finally had a very clear home. She finally had her own corner, sitting corner,
Yes.
where she writes and things like that. Before that, she didn't have because she feels like she needs a bigger home.
Yeah.
So when she did that, when she decluttered, then she found out that actually, her daughter has a condition instead of blaming the teacher. Because all this while she sent her daughter to school, blaming the teacher, doesn't know how to handle her, doesn't know how to tackle her. It made her realize that, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
She is supposed to be helping her daughter.
Wow. Yeah, it's really, when you declutter, it's also a decluttering in your mind as well, and you can see a bit clearer.
What I believe is decluttering is not just physical, it's also your mindset and also your money. So because all this are within us, right? We live with all this. So if we don't declutter, even if we just declutter your physical, you have a clearer mind, you have a clearer financial situation. So yeah.
And in fact, I think this affects every area of your life, right? Because when you go into a clean, tidy house, that's where your mood becomes better. You are able to provide more for the people you love. You are able to think better, be more creative as well. Because a lot of arguments, especially in relationship, is that why don't you wash the dishes? Right? Why don't you clean your clothes? Right? Your clothes are stacking up a lot, right? Yeah. So I think it affects every area of your life, from your health to your relationship and to even your finances as well.
Yeah.
Are there any decluttering on your schedule, your appointments and all these things? Like just out of the box. Like for example, like how you spend your time, because we talk about like how you spend your money, how do you actually have thoughts, right? Like, do people declutter their schedule? Like, I'm actually spending too much time on this, I'm spending too much time on this, like.
Yes, that's why the requirement to do journaling. That's why I always emphasize for my students to do journaling. Once in a while, you declutter all those things. So you look back, if you feel like, your life is suddenly so busy. So let's take time to think through what was going on with your life.
Yeah.
So those are also part of it.
Okay, nice.
Right. So I think that, so I love how you said that, like when you declutter your mind, you become clearer, which I think also this applies directly to influence as well, because sometimes when people have too many things going on, like the moment they share their message, it's like a lot of information, they're very confused. But then your ability to speak comes from your ability to think. So if you can think clearly, that's where every thoughts that you shared, it becomes very clear to people as well. Right? Yeah, so I think that we learn a lot from your process of decluttering, because from this conversation, definitely I had no idea. Actually, I had a lot of things at home that I don't declutter. And that's not just the books, but then a lot of other areas as well, which I can definitely go back to look into it, right? Yeah, and also I know that like when you first started this journey, you are very passionate, you are sharing your message on social media as well. And then you recently managed to grow your social media from I think only a few hundred to right now over 23,000 on social media, where there are 23,000 people wanting to learn like decluttering from you, right? So share with us a bit about your journey in terms of how you built yourself there on social media.
To make it concise, it's about consistency. Before this, I was on social media since years ago.
Yeah.
I had my certification on KonMari Method in 2020. So it's been about 6 years. 6 years. So I wasn't sharing that much because I didn't know how to share.
Yeah.
I know I need to share. I know I want to share. That's why I became a KonMari consultant, because it feels like this is diamond. This is something that everyone has to learn. I want to tell people, the whole world, but I don't know how. So I know I have to do social media, but I was on social media, but then what? I don't know how to share it. Yes. I don't know what to say, how to say it. So that was how I grow. I was searching for that. I found out about IBM. Then I just simply, it's okay, I'll just try this time. Because I've went through a lot of coaching.
Yep.
I went through a lot of mindset
trainings,
those kind of things. But I had once hit 8,000 followers, then it reduced to 5,000 plus 6,000 followers. And it was there for the past 5 years. But when I found IBM, I said, oh, maybe give it a try because maybe it's about my speaking skills. So that was when I started, and then I learned that, oh, okay, I need to do something. So when I learned about speaking, and it feels like, okay, let's just do this.
So I think that it's about how you tell those stories, right? Yeah, because I think that when I first know you and when I first work with you, it's a lot about like, how do you make this message something that is understandable to people, right? Because a lot of time when you mention like KonMari, decluttering, people don't know what's the definition of it. But then that's the power of speaking, right? It's like when you are able to share the message that hits certain pain point, that's where people actually buys into you.
Yes, it's actually the structure, what IBM and IIC have given me, the structure, how to say it, how to tell my story. Because I never thought that my story is that important. I never thought of my story is interesting because it feels like something shameful to share that kind of story. But it feels like, oh, it resonates a lot of people. So that's how it started. And then I slowly grew. Basically, it's just expose yourself, just do it. Even, I know, I tried to record myself many times. I've tried to record myself. I've tried to do videos for years. I've never done it. You will never see my videos that much previously. But when I had the courage to do it, once I did it, it was like, oh, this is how we do it. Let's just do it. And then only I have the confidence to do it. And I started doing it, recording it and doing slowly. Yeah, it's about consistency and just put yourself out there.
Very nice, right? And for people out there who has a very strong message to share, but then they are still sitting somewhere between 200, 300 followers, whether to give up or not. So what would that one advice be for these people out there?
When I have that little, it feels like I'm not important. But once you do it, you will go through it. I mean, you have the breakthrough. Even if your follower is that much, it's not really important because just think if you start doing it, it's just practice. So for the first time, maybe only 10% will look at you. It's okay to make mistake. So that was how I did it. Initially, I was so, it feels so icky. I don't want to share. I don't want people to see me, being a perfectionist kind of person. I was like, no, everything have to be perfect. But then it feels like, so what? Only 10 people will watch. Right? So why not just do it this time? You have to do it this time until you collect the 1,000 views. So then only 1,000 people will watch you.
So it's also about having fun and enjoying the journey, right?
Yeah.
Very nice, right? And I know that recently you also started your own coaching and also your webinar as well. Like how's that experience been for you?
I never thought that I can be there. I mean, what I'm doing now. Of course, I have the vision. Of course, I want to share with other people. But I never thought that I'm going to do webinar. I'm going to do workshop. I'm going to speak to more people because, it was because I never had any structure. I never had any who can help me, right? Until I found Shui. So when are you going to do that? So it was like, okay, I need to do that. So it was like an experience that, and it's so. It's a proud moment for me because I get to share with other people. And when people come back to me, oh, Hany, I did this. Oh, Hany, I saved 6,000 ringgit last month. I feel like, wow, you did it. So it's not just me saying it, but someone had made it also.
So if for people who want to learn more from you, right? Like where can they actually search for about you and also your classes and all these things?
I am most active on Instagram, so you can find me Hany Queen in Control on Instagram. Then I offer my webinars, I offer my courses, I offer my workshop on my stories and also my contents. So maybe time to time you just have a look because every time in the office is different, depends on my schedule.
Right. Yeah, because Hany is a very busy pilot. Right? So, but I still remember the first time when you came in, you shared with me that I want to really share about the KonMari method to teach other people because I'm very passionate about this topic. So that was the first impression that you gave me when I first met you, right? And I also want to thank you for your journey as well, because looking back, I realized you have grown so much. And one of the key factors is that you are really an action taker, right? Whatever we get you to do, you just do it, right? And to a point right now, you are actually coaching your own student. So really, really proud of you on this.
Thank you for coaching me too.
Right. So I think as we close this session here today, right now, looking back 5 years before, right? If you were to give yourself one advice, whether it's on financial, whether it's on mindset, so that our audience is able to learn something from it as well, what would that one advice be?
Whatever you do, be intentional. Don't just leave it to luck. Don't just leave it to one day. It will be. Just do it and be intentional about it.
Beautiful.
Nice. All right. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to thank all of you for watching this podcast episode. And I hope that it actually inspires you to save up more, to make more, and also more importantly, to be intentional as well, because that's something that me, Wikid, we have learned a lot from Hany from this podcast as well, right? So please do remember to click on the subscribe button and also to follow us so that every time we bring in new guests, you will be able to get first-hand update for that. Right. So with that, Hany, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you so much for watching us all.
Bye bye.